What's up, guys? What's going on? Crassus here, and it is time for some game dev. We are going to be working on some World of Grimm, and then after that, we are going to touch into some new stream game stuff, possibly. I think we should do a little bit of stream gaming and make a little Ride Rondas 2.0. I think it'll be a lot of fun, bringing back the hype. I think it's an exciting thing. We do have to get some stuff done first on World of Grimm so that we feel like we actually made progress. Making progress is important. We did get new art assets that we want to put in the shop, and they look beautiful. We got to do that first, for sure. So let me see here. There is the conversation that I had with the UI designer. Okay, here it is. Behind the shop panel glow. Need that guy. And this guy. But wait! Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that we have a Kickstarter? Can you believe that there's a Kickstarter? There is. And I'll tell you what. It's 38% funded. Here we go. 38% is more than 36%, which is where we were this morning. So we are moving forward. Moving forward is important. The lowest you can actually back is $1. Because $1 is awesome and $1 still matters. Just because you believe in the project. You don't have to put your entire life savings in this project. It's not a requirement. But being that person who gets to help by a little bit and contributing, it feels good, right? You can also start getting rewards when you hit 12 bucks. And hitting 12 bucks is not killing you. It's not a ton of money, but hey, the coolest thing about it, you get these 4 little card variant boosters that exist as well. So you get some Corpse Bride, some Rapunzel, some Wolf, and Snow White. It's pretty sweet. I recommend it. That's just me, not biased, I swear. So let's keep working on some game stuff. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. How was your birthday yesterday, buddy? What's good, what's good? Alright. So, we are going to go in and save these 2 images. We've got us a pink splotch and a yellow splotch, and we're going to save them as important splotches.
Pineapple.
Alright, so, bless you. Bless you again.
Thank you.
To the shop, new shop, save as gold shop, and save as gem shop. Alright, they're playing Pokemon Platinum most of the day. What a life, Mike. Yeah, that's awesome. What a great birthday. Did you get a chance to open up Valheim at all? I tell you what, I played some Valheim, not last night, but I played it when my friend bought it for me, right? And it was really awesome, but very slow. And I think that's the kind of crafting game that does take a lot of time, right? I don't mind that. I had nothing wrong with it. It's just it's a slower game. It was pretty cool. Oop. So downloading it, internet's pretty bad right now, waiting for construction for fiber. Is there a date for that, or are they just telling you it's going to happen eventually? I hate when they do that. Okay, how am I going to do this? I think what I need to do, I need to put an image here, and the image needs to be this. This is the gold shop. That should go like that, and then it needs to go behind. Every time we call, they say it should be soon. If it's soon every time you call, is that actually gonna happen? Is it one of those things? You know what I mean? Like, how real are they about that? All right, canvas sorting. -1. This right? Maybe. Yeah, it looks fine. Where is it? This is a background glow. Then we need a background glow for the other one as well. Just duplicate it, drop it here, put it at 0. Make it gem instead. Gem background glow. Sick. Looks so good. Going to need better net next month so they don't figure out. If they don't figure out, you're just going to have to go with cable net for the time being. I've never heard of that. Never heard of cable net before. Sounds interesting though. I'm not familiar at all. Ugh. So much marketing today. Marketed hard today, man. What is this? That's cool. Guys, retweet this post. Retweet this post. World of Grimm by Static City Games is a turn-based digital collectible card game offering a dark twist to your favorite Brothers Grimm fairy tales with 5-minute matches, fair online matchmaking, and 0 pay-to-win content. Check out their Kickstarter for Trailer Tuesday. That's so cool, man. They took the picture from the first top part of the Kickstarter. That's wonderful. Retweet. It's so nice of them. Very cool. People are so nice. All right. Guys, we're so close to $4,000. It's crazy. Okay, so next thing, we got those fancy things in. They look nice. Now we need to fix these guys, which he also, our developer, our UI dev, put that in Google Drive. Runs through a coax cable from the power lines. Latency is trash, speeds aren't bad. It's pretty cool though. I mean, it really comes down to do you play a lot of multiplayer games? If you don't, then it's not a big a deal, right? Thankfully, when you're blasting the crap out of World of Grimm, you don't have to worry about what's it called? You don't have to worry about dealing with latency because of how simple the networking is, right? Sounds like a plus to me. Shop. Alright, so we need the shop gold glow, shop dim glow. What are these? Ah, okay, those are the hovers. We need all of these things. Download. Nice. Okay, now they're all the same size. That looks good. And I think it is established. The UI designer had asked for 4 in a column instead of 3. That. I don't hate that. What do you think? Should there be 8 choices then? I don't hate that. I don't mind that at all, actually. Let's see. Take a look-see. Let's take a look-see. Okay. Yeah, I like the fade. The fade in the back is really nice. The gold moves and everything, it feels so good. Great. 12 out of 12. Okay, so I missed one of these guys. I gotta center these guys. But it looks good. Looks real good. Alright, so let's open these all the way, get rid of this icon, and then we are going to set up cost. No, that's right, cost, yeah. Cost. Centered. Bam. Off though, isn't it? Probably. We're gonna have to slide this. Slide the content. So we can see what's going on. Yeah, it's way off. Cost. Cool. All right. Nice. Should be good. Why am I in season pass? Nice. Looking good. Okay. So alright, so that's good. So now I need the on hover in the shop item object. Shop item object. Hover. Okay. No, hover is the gold. Wait, gold glow. I'm not sure I understand. I need to see my resources. What does he want? Directly behind the gems or gold. Oh, sick. Well, that's cool. He's so nifty. Isn't he? Isn't he so nifty? Love it. Okay. So now we're just going to literally turn this on. It needs to be on. Also, we're going to go to the other shop. So this one. These 6. These hovers. Change them to the gem one. Cool. Done. So now, shop item. Game object. Shop hover select. One pointer enter, shop hover dot set active true. Problem solved, right? You would think. It's not going to be that easy, is it? Is it? Okay. Now, if this is going to be that easy, that's going to be great. But we'll see. Nope. Let us go here. Unity. That's the problem. Activate card info. Where'd that come from? What? Who what now? I can click on it. If I can click on it, it should let me do it. That means that if I can click on that, shop item won't continue purchase, right? Gotta be that. It's gotta be that this is controlling BG. But it's also not. That's because this is a button too. Let's turn that raycast off. Does that work? Just might work. Nope. Got a tester. Reference info. Not okay. Was a thing missing on the inspector? What could be missing on the inspector? We have a null reference on something. Just on that. No, it's okay. Okay. Weird. Very weird. I need to pause that. I guess give me 2 minutes. I'm back, guys. Okay, so why did I get a random error from the card inspect? Shouldn't have been a thing, right? It's that Jorino one. That's odd. Okay. Still have an issue. What is this? Why is there a line there? So many questions now. Where's the shop at? Shop. Roll view. Oh. Really? There we go. Problem solved. So it's just brings it to 6.2. Right, 1960 instead. Okay, it's odd. Hopefully it's still easy for this to slide. Cool. Yeah, it looks good. Not even anymore though, it's a little bit off. No, it's not. Slightly off. I think it needs to be left by 20. Probably. Added by 20 somehow. Report. Content? Yeah. 375. Looks fine. Cool. Kill. Okay, so now why can't I hover these? Right? Let's not do that. I'll do that either. I can't get the hover to work because the hover is on this. Can I just do a, let's see here. Chop. Now, so the curiosity here is, if I turn the raycast off of all of these items, right, off the cost button, turn the raycast off of it, off the cost, Raycast. Image. Raycast. Background. Turn off the raycast. We should. And should. Be okay. Why? Why am I having a card inspect manager issue? What is that about? Check inspect. Shop. Shop for check inspect on card. This is clicking on a card? This is a card? How does it think that that's a card? Oh, am I able to click on the inspect manager? Hold on a second. Am I able to click on the inspect manager? No, you shouldn't be able to click on the inspect manager at all. Canvas group is off. That's new and fun. That shouldn't even be a possibility. Graphic raycast or canvas group blocks raycast is off. It makes no sense. Graphic raycasts are off here. That's so weird. Why is that happening? It's not possible. Right? Are we having the same issue inside this one? No. I mean, I'm not having the same issue in there. Only in here. What's the difference? As soon as I do that, no, we're okay. I'm not getting any glow. It doesn't make any sense to me. Riding Hood Forest variant. Okay. It's gotta be this. Can't be a button at the same time. Like, that's an on override sort for some reason. Has to be. Because it has to be an override sort. This, the random button. Should it be? It should be. I'm not sure I understand. Top item. On pointer, enter, on pointer, exit. Like, that's all this needs to be, right? It doesn't need to be this anymore. That's it. I mean, I'll set up an event trigger for it instead if I need to. I just don't understand it. I really literally no idea what's happening here. Like there's no raycast on this background object. 0. There's a raycast here. Oh, how do I debug? What's the way to debug when you click on something? Tells you exactly what the first thing is. There's a way to do that too. I think I might actually fix that. I'm not sure what the problem is here. Should be highlightable. I can't even click them at all anymore. Odd. Very, very odd. Roll view. Vent. 2. The glow? It's gotta be because of the glow, right? No, the glow is fine. Glow's not in the way. So we can raycast target this guy. Stop button needs a raycast target. This one doesn't need to be a button on this at all. Right? This one needs a raycast target. Remove the button. Right, there's no reason for the button to be on that. The button should be on this. That makes sense. Maybe can't get on the drag onto things chain for some reason. Okay. And then if that doesn't work, then we're just gonna move to Raid Runners 2.0. Like, my brain's just clearly not working then. Like, I'm able to click on it, just not turning that on and off, which is really weird. It should be though. Like, if you can click on it. My only other option is this. Take an event trigger, add an on pointer enter, do item, on pointer enter. It's gonna be public void toggle hover bool on. Cool. Remove these then. Should be okay then. Top item, toggle hover, enter, yes. Right, exit, no. Should be able to update that. The same for all of them. Nice. Should be okay then. Hey! Looks good. Is it every time I go in the shop there's an error? Yeah. Something that changes after I inspect something. No, it's fine. It wasn't that. What do you think it is? Look, it happens every time. Right? Every time. So when we deactivate, something deactivates. It's gotta be the card. It's gotta be a card is on or something like that. It is. There's 2 cards on. Okay. Inside that shop, inspect UI. Cards off for now. Back. Better. That should resolve that issue among anywhere. Hey, sweet. Almost good. Love it. Love it. Oh. Okay. So let's just switch these to 8 as well then, huh? Or to 4x2 grid. We'll see. We'll talk to the powers that be and see if it's good. Alright, it's time to switch tracks and get into the Twitch game world. A little excited. By a little, I mean I'm very excited. Goody. I'm gonna call this Raid Runners 2.0. Let's see. Okay. How is everyone's day so far? I need coffee. Bean water. Thought you'd never ask.
Bean water.
Alright, so time for us to do our stuff. Import our package. Or the custom package. What do we do so well? Import the package. Where is the package? Where is it? Where is it? Packages. Easy startup project. Don't need the player controller. We don't need. Yeah. We need all of these except for that. Nice. Now we can make our project folders. And we can... Here. This. Okay. So, first thing, let's bring Twitch into this, shall we? Forgot how to do that though, but I think I have something open for it. Right, I'm pretty sure I have a thing open for this. In the DLL of Twitch Live Unity. No. We're gonna find this thing out. Implementing. I'll figure this out. Give me a second. What's up, Giorgio? How you doing? Going live as well. I was going live as well. Sweet. So many streams going on right now. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's not a bad problem to have. It's great, actually. Good to see you, bud. Alright, so... 7 releases. Just can't watch everyone? Oh, I know that feeling. Know that all too well, bud. I take all of these and I drag these into my plugins folder. Well, first make a... Let's try to make a stream game. Need all of these plugins, I'm pretty sure. Right? Pretty sure that's how that works. If it doesn't work that way, we'll delete these, but... Thanks, Pepper. Appreciate that one. Yo, he knew it was gonna happen. What's up, Fletcher? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm gonna try this and see if we can get this working. Twitch Live Unity. Okay. We gotta follow. You know what we gotta follow? I'll show you what we gotta follow. Ready? We've gotta follow the old Honest Dan games step by step. And now you're awake? Yeah, that's right. Talk about waking you up, man. You wanna see that dog? Pepper, come here. Come here, Pepper. Come here, Pepper.
Oh, what? Pepper gets attention because she barked?
Yeah.
Is that all it takes?
Pepper. He's talking. And this is Pepper. This is the dog that barked.
It always barks. Will always bark.
Very cute, though. So cute.
Nice sustaining bean water.
Ah, you're the best. Sergeant Pepper? No, Pepper Potts. We have Tony Stark and Pepper Potts are 2 of our dogs.
Yep. Because I think I'm...
What's up, Cage? Yo.
Hi.
Cage, I saw you talking about the publisher deal. And you need to tell me more, and I'm so psyched for you. She's like, well, that's my life now. That's it. Mad Mushroom Baby. You got a mushroom? You have a mushroom baby? Or is that the publisher deal? Is with Mad Mushroom? I've never heard of them. Is that a good thing? The company OTK started. One turn kill. Big streamers. Oh, nice. You know, that works. Mad Mushroom Games. MadMushroom.gg. Yeah, sick. I'm psyched for you, man. I'm so psyched for you. This is awesome. It's a nice website. It's a really nice website. But imagine making Static City games be this clean, right? It is not. How long did this website take to load? A half a second. Not even. When's how long Static City takes to load? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's almost there. There it is. Yeah, we need a new website. Behind the Streamer PC company. That's so cool. Yeah, we need a new website for sure. Oh my god, didn't even load Chronicles. Didn't even load Chronicles picture. It's odd. Hey, look, it's me. Starforge? Oh, is that what they're called? Nice, nice. Dude, I'm so psyched for you, Cage. Are they going to be funding the game? Like, what's your plan for that? Did you give me 2 scoops of sugar?
Fun. If you're doing 2 sugar, you're having. Then you would just.
Oh, the mode. Thank you. You get to have a meeting with the biggest streamer on Twitch? Dude, that's so cool. That's like really cool. That should be... It's gonna be like... pee your pants exciting. That's what level that is. Runtime scripting to 4.6. We have a 4.6. Scripting runtime.net.
Everybody's coming in?
Correct.
Alright, put your things at the door.
Okay.
Oh, the drama was good. You look like
Okay.
you okay? Okay.
They're solely handling marketing and promotion stuff. The game's mostly done. That's so awesome, man. I am so excited for you. You have no idea. Alright, so what's next here? We have a bot account. We have a bot account somewhere. Isn't it with me? We have a Kickstarter going on. You should totally back it. Because all the cool people back to Kickstarter. And it shows up on the stream. Up there. There's no API, so we can't get it to be like, new backer name. Doesn't do that. It'd be cool, though. But we are working on this whole thing right now, and it's pretty sick. There's a lot going on. You got there's a lot of different tiers. There's not that many, but there's enough tiers. But every tier gets 4 variants attached to their account. They get a little booster pack of Grimm story characters that are biker gang chicks. You get the Snow White, the Big Bad Wolf, Rapunzel, Corpse Bride, right? Real sweet. Real sweet. So definitely back it if you think you might want to. Would really appreciate it, of course, as always. We're getting closer and closer to it. We have a lot of stretch goals too that we want to definitely try to hit. So, yeah, you gotta pay for the art. Art ain't cheap, man. Fun fact: the average art piece for like the card art, like $50 a card, which is pretty. I would call that average. I wouldn't call it astronomical, but it adds up real fast. Especially when you have different versions of cards, right? Thanks, man. I think it looks sweet, too. Ooh. Nice big crack. Alright. Alright. Let's try to open a script real fast and see if we can get using Twitchly.Unity. And if we can, then we are good. And if not, then we sit here and cry and stare at it for a while. I mean, it seems good to me. Right? What I think. Using Twitch lib. Oh, it was still loading. Hold on. Twitch, Unity, Twitch. Hey! Sick! Alright, let's see how good I am at remembering this stuff, right? See how good I am at remembering how to do this stuff. I need to go here to dev.twitch.tv and see if I have a login still for a bot. I'm sure I still have Crossbot, right? I've got to have Crossbot still. You would think. You would think I would have Crossbot still. So it would be somewhere over here. There he is. I found him. Hey. Okay. I do have him still. Okay. So if I have that guy still, what does that mean for us? What's the next step then? The next step is use application integration with the drop down. Oh, we have the wrong drop down up there. Application integration. I just realized that we're able to literally create a bot that does cool stuff now. Like, literally. Alright, so client ID, client secret. Okay. OAuth key, go to Twitch token generator. Logged into Twitch's bot account. Oh, I don't remember how to do that. Hold on a second. Twitch.tv. Login.
I'll probably do that. So tomorrow before we
mute. Login. Crashbot. Oh no. What was the password for Crashbot? Oh, I found it. Really? In your auth app. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a chance that I do not know that auth app. It might be this one. Wait a second. What's up, GD Craze? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. What's good? What's good? Stopping by to wave hello. Hello.
Did you go potty already?
And bye.
Yeah. Did you wash your hands?
Good to see you, bud. Twitch changed their password system, huh? Interesting. Okay. Never remember that password, like ever, in the history of ever. All right. TwitchTokenGenerator.com, TwitchTokenGenerator.com. Nice. A bot chat token. Authorize. I'm not a robot, but I'm doing stuff for a robot. Figure that one out. Okay, I've got all the Crashbot stuff. That's what I want. And then, what was the next step? Yeah. Okay. In Unity project, create a static class called secrets. I can do that. I can totally do that. Okay. We're going to call this, we're going to go inside scripts. We're going to call this secrets. Secrets. A secret script. A secret. So what should I do? Should I create a way to have your own client that has all the stuff instead of having it be on screen? Or on chat? Like you can just open the shop, and I would need one of the artists on my team to like make all that stuff though. You know what I mean? Static class. And what did I need to do with the static class stuff? I'll find it. Give me a second. Patience, Kimosabe. I'll get there. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I am in my life. I have way too many things open. If I had less things open, it would be easier. But that's not my list right now. I just don't. I have way too many things open. That would be a challenge. I don't know how I tackle that to avoid the chat clutter. Whispers work, but are a pain. If the bot isn't verified, whispers are severely limited. They used to be. Yeah. I'm sure they still are. We used to be able to whisper and it wouldn't respond back. Remember, you used to be able to level up by whispering. I do think having some kind of, whether it be the thing is, like, I don't want it to be a thing that you have to also be watching that too, right? That's not the goal. I don't know. Hard to tell, man. I have no idea. No idea. Alright. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Secrets. Right? Secrets. Secrets can go over here. And then we can make them secret. These secrets are going to be secret. You know that. Public static string client ID. Okay. Client ID is on the dev Twitch TV channel. Client ID. Got it. Okay. Got it. Hold on, guys. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Extension would work, but I'm not trying to set one of those up, and that's would be a lot of web tech. I actually don't know how extensions work at all. I have no idea. Literally no idea how they work. Magic. Literally magic. A token generator. Okay. So what is the... I'm about to say the same thing. So we have the client ID. And then we need the, it said the OAuth. But the OAuth, what are you ready to do? Thanks. I mean, not like anyone's gonna be going in and stealing my bot. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it was gonna work. So we need a public static string access token. I'm just gonna like call them exactly what they are, right? Refresh token client ID is different. Well, that's not the client ID. The client ID is from the Judge Twitch TV channel. That's even more confusing. Okay. So it's not that one. What's the other? The client secret, right? Client secret. Client secret. Okay. Access token. Refresh token. Client secret. There it is. Okay. I don't know how much I'm gonna need for all these, but we're gonna find out. Okay. Alright. So now what? So we're going to leave that open in case we need it. Go back to this. Copy and paste the Twitch client example code on the GitHub page. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done this in so long. Okay. Twitch client example. Is that a copy button? Nice, it is a copy. Talking about which client example you said. We're gonna put a thing in here called Twitch. We'll call this Twitch client example. Cool. Twitch driven stuff is so fun to make. Mostly made widgets recently, but I remember the era of the stream games. Oh my god, the stream games were so much fun. So we're gonna bring one back. Totally worth it. Right? Totally worth it. Okay. What's it saying here? Username from OAuth token. Do I have an OAuth token? No? Connection credentials. String Twitch username. That's just Krasenstein. Dang. The OAuth is the access token? Okay. What's the username? Is the username Kraspot? Like, is this Kraspot or a Krasenstein? I think that's Kraspot. I think so. Makes sense to me. And one more error still. Channel to connect to. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Channel to connect to. Press this time. Got it. Zenvat. Where's the next thing? No? Okay, then what? Oh, right, the name of the bot is the first parameter in client credentials. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was Kraspot. Okay. Feature OAuth token. Initialize line in the initialize line. Into your Twitch channel name is the second parameter. Got it. Okay. Copy Twitch API example from GitHub page. Create your own API script. Paste in the code. Client ID. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm getting at is I can go here, create another script. We're going to call this Twitch, the Twitch appy. We're going to get this, guys. I'm going to click on the correct things to make sure that we get it. That's what I'm going to do. Twitch appy. Okay. change this back to happy. There we go. Okay. Client ID. Client ID. OAuth token. Access token. Nice. API channels. That's not good. What's this number? Oh, channel ID. How do I know what my channel ID is? Also, it's not this, is it? API dot auth. Get channel videos async. This is gotta be v5. Channels dot get channel videos async. Oh, this is a sample on how to call the API. I'm following. I can uncomment this for now. I can literally just. Cool. I don't need that right now. Number 2. Getting channel videos, not needed. Okay. Channel video by username. Again, this is cool. Number 11. Man, I missed that guy. So I don't need that stuff. We just need to yield return null once somewhere. Okay. Videos callback. Okay. And video titles. We didn't need any of that. Basically. That's what is what I was looking at, right? Okay. Alright, so you're telling me. So now you're saying. I don't have the channel ID. How do I get my channel ID? Twitch channel ID. Twitch channel ID finder. Hey. YouTube, Twitch. Got it. Okay. My channel ID is. Where's the channel it's trying to join? Put in the API. Where is... Like, how does it know what channel to join? Right? It doesn't have a number. Let's see what happens when we hit play. If we hit play, does it end up being there? Right? Like, what happens if it just works? Make sure that we run in the background as well, but... Like, if this hits play and this connects, then that's kind of neat. No, you know, it would help. Because our mono behaviors, it would help if I had Twitch API. And it would help if I had Twitch client. Okay. Twitch client. Okay. Hey! Got it. Sick. Okay. Okay. Now we gotta make him a mod. Right? Right? He's gonna be a mod. So let me mod him up. Mod Crasspot. Noise. Okay. So now, right, step 2, make rest of game. Exactly. Now that's the hard part. That's the hard part. So now let's get some pixel art. I wasn't able to get onto the hard drive at all, which really sucks. Something wrong with the actual connector in the back, which is very upsetting. So I can't pull any of that art, so we got to make a bunch of really crappy art. At least for now. We do need, in the sprites, we're going to grab the white box sprite from their project. From Grimm. Let's grab us that white box that we use for literally everything. It's great. The best. Okay. So now, that's awesome that we have that. Even cooler than everything else in the world. Alright. We'll say, instead of this, we'll say raid runners connected. Okay. Now, we need to make sure that this is off for the background. We need to add in a 2D sprite. Where? Wow. Take that. How far down do we want this to be? It's probably not bad. Right? Like that. We'll add a floor to it as well. So this is going to be dark, like a grayish color for now. This will be wall, and we'll do another one for floor. So I'm so used to only using UI. This is like so interesting. Nice. Okay. Yeah, looks good to me. Ah. Alright. Time to get into some really bad pixel art. Here we go. Do a 16 by 16. Okay. Ready? I know, one of the best things you've ever seen, right? Oh yeah. Brass making art. It never gets old, does it? Never gets old. Okay. So I cannot art for life. I really cannot. Bad. This is horrible. Yep, that looks good to me. Oh man. Like, where are the old Raid Runner files when you need them, right? Maybe I can try really, 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 really hard to get access to this thing. And if I can get the Raid Runner files and just start with those files, and we're still good, you know. And so far, it's whizzing like it's gonna start up and give us stuff. Have faith in the external hard drive, right? Have faith in it. I mean, it's vibrating the entire. I'm gonna get this to work, guys. How do we get the stuff out of this? Did I make something happen? Maybe upside down is going to be better for it. Okay, so the white light on it is blinking, like it's thinking or starting up. There's something happening. Believe. This is all because it fell. I can't tell if it's if the port's bad or if it's the actual thing that's bad. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be the port. This thing's not loose at all. And if I get this working, and I'm just holding it and it starts working, it'd be great. Okay, don't move at all. Don't touch anything. Now it's not responding. Dude, it's literally busted. There's so much stuff on here. Like, what are you supposed to do? don't know what to do. Okay. That really sucks. My Windows Explorer just crashed. Isn't that fun? Alright. It's still not there. Disaster. There's a chance that I might F on stream. Over. A massive sword. Hold on. Give a traveler some garb, shall we? Read garb. A little tunic. Dude, my Windows is still crashed. Holy moly. Everything's fixed now. We're good. I had to unplug it. The disaster. It looks naked now. Okay. Give him some pants. Jeans. Something seriously wrong with how this guy's body works. Sure. I guess that works. Nope, it's still really weird. Cool. Better. Still not great, but it's, you know, it is what it is. Ideally, the goal is to be to like let you be able to design the character. Say. An ugly sword, man. I've done better swords in my life. So many better swords. This arm technically be like I guess it would be there. It's not a great character, but it's, you know, it's a character. And it's, I guess, all that matters, right? Control E. Projects. Blade Runners 2. Assets. Sprites. I'm gonna call this player. Cool. He's just gonna glide for now. Empty. Player. Right. Okay. Player. 16 point ride. Okay. Wow. Sorting layers. Background. Foreground. Player. Cool. This is, what is this, ground? Cool. Player. Background. There. And this gets a controller. So this is a player controller, isn't it? Oh, we don't have a player controller? I thought we had one. It's funny. Oops. Standards. Player controller. There, player controller. Okay. 0, 0. Okay, this is the ground. Ground gets a box collider. Actually going to be a little bit longer, so it can come in from the side. Cool. The collider is actually going to be on the smaller side. This. Is this wall not even in the... That's the ground. Collider. There. And... make the player move. Move speed. Okay. Float. Distance before stop. All these for some reason are up here when they should be inside of here. It's weird. That didn't happen. Public int prop full. Current health. Current health. Okay. Okay, we also need a max health. this. Okay. Is that update or is that fixed update? Widget body reference. Header. References. Body to BRB. RB.velocity equals is moving is true. Alright, so if is moving, then it's going to be RB, or it's going to be transform.right times move speed. Else, vector 2.0. Cool. Body. So Z, move speed, 1.75. No collider. No collider. That would help, wouldn't it? A collider would help. A word. Why? I have a collider. This is a collider. You're a square. It doesn't matter if you're a collider or not, but you're a collider. You can't collide with this collider. Like, this collider has to collide. Right? Last collider 2D. Oh, 3D collider. Derp. Derp. Hey, player's moving. Player's moving. Now he's not. Now he is. Now he's not. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Max health. No, 5. Okay. If current health is less than or equal to 0, current health equals 0, then we do the dead stuff. Okay. Gotta give us a name now. UI, canvas, world space. Yep. And sorting layer UI. Okay. 0, 0. 200. No. 2020. 0.2. 5. Okay. Layer UI. We need the, I like the font that we use. The Colas font's great. I want that same font. We definitely need between them also. So this one and this one. It goes clutch. The SDF asset. I gotta go inside here. We going for OG Raid Runners? You have some ideas how I want to change things up. I want it to be smoother. There's a lot of good things about Raid Runners, and there's some things that need to be changed, right? But I think I have the document still for it, like the how to play document. If I already have the how to play document, it makes it even easier for us, right? Raid Runners. I don't know where it would be. So somewhere on Google Drive for sure. Raid Runners. Raid Runners manual. There it is. Look at that. 225.19. Changelog. Last time, April 5th, 2020. We did a lot with this game, man. We did a lot. The Sword of Light, that was what it was. Oh yeah, that's right, we had factions. We had factions and factions score. You can join whatever faction you wanted. Wow, that was some crazy stuff, man. That was some wild times. There was so much in this. Different classes. The classes had different abilities. Oh my goodness. Do you remember all this? I don't remember all this. Damage reduction, let's go! The Lazy Wizard. Lazy Wizard with subclasses too? Jeez. Magi. You remember like the Rogue ability? The Rogue only could use one-handed weapons, but he had 5% attack speed and crit hits did 250%. We did so much about this stuff, like the tank, because it changed their right. Because we had what? This was attack damage. This was crit chance. This was health, damage reduction, and luck. I don't remember what the luck was. I don't remember what the luck stat did. Stats. Crit chance, damage reduction. Oh, it did everything, but crit chance was first. That's right. There were major and minor ability. There was a lot. This was a lot of stuff, man. There were quests too. The angry mobs. You guys remember the angry mob? Remember the angry mob Fletcher? Oh my goodness! If the boss was the boss for too long, then the angry mob was there. So. Angry Mob, from what I remember, right? Angry Mob was if the raid boss was alive or killed 4 people, you could join the mob, and then it literally the stream went bah, 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 and then everybody ran in and tried to fight the boss, right? And like the skeletons wouldn't respawn. If you won, like everybody won a chunk of the gold and stuff. Oh yeah, all these. The Corna. I'm still looking forward to Raid Runners too. Yeah. Overthrow commencing. That's what it was, the overthrow. Craziness, man. Alright, so there was a lot more in this than I remember there being, to be completely fair. I need both of those, and they have to go inside here. Alright. Let me make sure I have TMP ported. Crazy. This will have a nice font. At least it'll look pretty from the get-go, right? We need the package manager. We logged in. We are logged in. We need my assets. Dutrine. Oh, it's an update. Nice. Something wrong with an update. Do it. Utility panel, between, and go. Bye. Okay, so we got DoTween in. We've got the UI. The UI is going to have a image. Holy moly! 20 by 4, 5. Okay. Box. Okay. Build. Donald. Yep. Top of that, we got a text box. Well, then. Center. Pull this. Twitch name. 5. 3, 4, 5. 5 is easiest to read. Okay. Now we can set this up to attach to a player, and I think I remember how to do that. I think I remember how to do that. Like get player or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna call the client. Client calls the API, right? Client calls client, API calls API. API has a name of the people in the channel, right? So, using twitchlib.api, I guess, and then we can do unityengine.ui, dg.tweening, and do preferences. Fill TM Pro TMP text player name. Okay. Get next player. Right. I believe we can do string play p equals. Oh, I don't remember entirely. API. Which API dot? No. This API, right? I need that reference. So public Twitch API. Right. Becomes API dot. Oh. Maybe not. It has to be this. API.API. That's what it is, for sure. API.API dot version 5 dot channels dot get not channel. Isn't it like get users in channel or something like that? Chat.no. Users. Get user. Users. Oh, I think I know how we did it. We did this a different way, right? We ran in here, right? So on message received, right? I'm pretty sure we did this. On chat command received. Hold on. Hello, about. Hold on. Now I'm curious. Not that. Switch E command text. Flow. Chat command text. Oh, I wasn't running in the background. That's the biggest. That was the thing. Start application.run in background equals true. Okay. Okay. It's working though. That's for sure. Hello. Okay. Alright. Bot does work. The bot reads the messages that come in. So if it reads the messages that come in, it can create a list. I turned it off already, sorry. Okay. Alright, so on chat command received. Right, we also need on message received client.on chat message received. What about in a chat? Message failed. Look at the next time. Ritual new chatter. Interesting. Raid notification. Prime paid subscriber on now hosting. So it's not on message sent. It's not this. Is it though? Let me see. On message received. On message received. It's not that. It's different. It's a different on. Right? This is going to be chat.on. It would need to be chat something received. Chat command received. I just want to see, did anything get said? Right? I guess we could do chat command received. We can literally say case join. Right? And if we did that, we would have a list here of strings. What was that about? Weird. We're going to call this joined names. Join names.add. So if join names dot contains sender dot toString, or is it E? It's E dot command dot chat message dot user name. Right? So if this thing, so joined names dot contains. So if it doesn't contain that, then we will add this to me. Let's try it. And then we will do client dot send message. We'll do, oh wait, it has to be, send it to E command chat message channel. It's going to be E command, oh, it's display name, not username, display name, C. Command chat message display name has joined the raid. Okay. We're getting there. Don't have an API, hold on. Alright, exclamation mark join in chat. So that's working. So I can literally now pick one, right? Now we can make the player not move, right? I can literally say if Twitch client TCE. Okay. I can do if TCE dot join names dot count equals 0. Return. Right? Yeah, next player is going to throw, so we're going to literally do player name text equals TCE dot join names random dot range between 0 and TCE join. TCE join names count. Okay. Now I can literally go like this. Activate player. Cool. Do get next player. If get next player. Get next player should be a string, shouldn't it? No? Okay, so if player name text is not equal to this is moving as true. Okay. Now activate player. Okay. If we have references, we also need a header for checks. So checks, public bool, activated is false. And now if activated is false, return. No, if activated is true, return. But we can now call get next player inside here. When they Can I see when anyone joins the channel? That's interesting. There's no way. Telling me there's no way. Okay. Okay. sheet on here? Unreal. How are we doing that without advanced sheet? How can we even make that work? There, control. Okay. All right. Now, activate player. On join. Player controller, instance, activate player. Okay. Alright, Fletcher. This is the test. Should you choose to accept it, you type !join, and it knows it's you. Are you ready? Mission is true. Well, we're waiting. Fine. I'll do it. Alright. Let's see here. Here we go. Did it work? Didn't work. What'd you do? My names. TCE is not set up on the player. Oops. We'll try again. That explains it. One more time. Join again. Hey! It says your name. Nice. Oh, it does. I'm getting all messages received. All messages received. I'm getting here. Interesting. We're gonna add players that way then. You talk, you're in. Cool. So now you should just be able to say anything and it should just work. Look at that. Just look at it. Okay then. The big player. Activate player turns activated on. And get next player. This turns activated to true, which is the only thing that should be moving this. Okay. Sick. Okay. Now what? right. This is great then. Now we have the player. It now reads. It needs to read the entire room, and I forget how to get that. I cannot remember how to get that. I can't remember if it's. That's what it was. This thing. Dan sent me this a long time ago. That update. API invoke. API. API. Invoke. CS, TCE, client, that, CE dot, client. Figure it out, guys. Got this. I got this. Matter list callback. Where does the Okay. What I'm getting here is this is the function. We have the action. Action. Creates an action. Can I do like I do like a list of strings of all players equals a new list, right? We do like all players. Ooh. Equals this. Or tier list callback dot something. Tier list callback. Not a delegate type. No. What does it mean? Return the lambda expression, the type task is not. API to invoke. That which client? Is that supposed to go inside? Oh, is that in PubSub? Is that in PubSub? I'm out. Too many things open. Sub service connected. Listen to whispers. Send topics on whisper. Nope. Not that. Not at all. Get list of chatters. Twitch. Twitch lib Unity. I should be using Helix and not V5. I'm getting out of that. Using Helix. Where is my Helix versus V5? That command. Where did I put that? Helix dot channels for the list. Channels 0. Dot channels, no, channels dot channel information async. Broadcaster ID is passing sign. Access token is secrets dot access token. Okay. Dot result. No. Nope, not that. Okay, it's not gonna be that. We're gonna have to wait till people are going to type in chat in order to join. Now it's gonna have to work for now at least. I remember how to do that, but I don't remember how to do it. Implementing, let's see here. Unconnected new subscriber, whisper received, message received. Okay, okay. API C#. Channel followers. Modify channel information. Sub. Stream up and stream down. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So now, we need this chat list. We do need to start creating, create a scriptable object class. So let's do that. Scripts. So. Character. Player. Object. Cool. Right. So player SO, scriptable object. It has the player string, so player name. It has the level. It has the current XP. It has the XP to next level. It has int for max HP. Get float instead. Okay. It has a int for or a float for damage, for min damage, and a float for max damage. Yeah. Now it needs to create this scriptable object and save it into the folder. We also need to get a reference here. That is a list, player SOs, reference players. Cool. We can build new player. Build new player. String display name. Cool. It should actually probably use your user ID. Your display name. Right? User ID. Pretty sure it's an integer. We need that as well. So we need string public int user ID, player ID. All right. So we need in here e command chat message. The thing is that the chat message. That's the information we need from it. Actually be, we're actually going to be doing player controller dot build new player based on e command chat message, right? Which is Wishlist client models chat message using Wishlist client models chat client model. So now I can load your chat message. Okay. Now we can do scriptable object or player SO new player equals scriptable object dot create instance type of player SO. Then we gotta do a type of it in the front as well, so we can you know. So now we can do new player dot ID equals cm dot user ID with a string. CM user ID, new player dot player name equals CM display name, new player dot max HP equals 5, new player dot level 0 or equals level 1, new player dot XP to next equals 3. That should work, right? And we should do players dot add new player. So now if somebody types in chat, this should save you the new scriptable object and add it to the list. Right? Be right here. Players. So F did not add me. Did not add me at all. No, why didn't it add me? This is because I never actually made it do that. Players.add. 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 So why is that not in there? Didn't that work? Me not. Let's not activate the player yet. Hello. I figure out how to get this to cooperate. I was almost there. We're so close.
So you know.
Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to activate the player. Oh, it's not building it here. I see. I see. You got chat message. I just didn't have it in the thing. Which makes complete sense. Player SF. ID number, class assigned, level. Sick. Okay. Now. So now, okay. If I build the player, I need to set its name, right? So player, it's a new player. Dot game object dot name equals cm.user ID dash cm.display. Stein. Nice. Okay. The player joins. So now we can save this. Yeah, save it to the resources folder. New player, save asset. Just no IO. I think. You know what? I have that in this one from doing the editor. Save part. Save card dialog. Alright. Create asset. Assets. Yeah, we're gonna back. The three of those. Okay. Okay. Asset database is Unity Editor. That only works in Unity Editor though. Can't create new ones outside of Unity Editor. Interesting. Okay. Okay. In that case, we're gonna have to end up saving it as a string. Right. It'll save itself as a folder with a string, yada 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 yada. It's to me. Alright, so we have the player being built. Player then gets picked. Join names. Join names is now can be from player. So players. No. Players dot player name. Okay. Max health equals players. We need to pick a player name. So player SL E equals this one. E dot name. This is P dot health. Current health equals P dot that equals P dot max also. Fire these not good. These are randomly integers instead of floats for some reason. Okay. There. Alright. And then next player is that. So we have a list, and then we also have a public player SO, current player, players. Wait. We're getting there. We are getting there. This is so it's supposed to set it, right? Nice. Is it all there? Cool. Wonderful. All right, guys. So with that, in case you didn't already know, since you've seen me been working on this for a little bit, we actually have a Kickstarter. Kickstarter's currently live on the interwebs on Kickstarter, which makes sense. You can go and back it right on the page. And honestly, the best thing about Kickstarters is you don't get charged until the goal is complete and the time is up. So in 24 days, if we reach our pledge of our entire goal, then the people who have said they were gonna buy tiers and add-ons and stuff and all that stuff, whoever said they were gonna do that, they will get their cards charged. But until then, it doesn't happen. You can do as little as $1, which is really cool, or $12 or more gives you one of the special tiers that we have. You can even help make cards in the game. You can be part of the art book. You can help make season pass stuff. You can do all the things being a producer, the whole thing, right? It's pretty awesome. We also have a demo you can play. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Let's go raid somebody. We got a good amount done with this bot. I'll probably work on the bot off stream too. My thing's happening again. There we go, that's better. Let's see who's live on the internet. Might be live tonight. I know I have a meeting tonight, but after that, maybe we'll be live. All right, let's go and raid out. I'm gonna raid John out because John is working on the Jern Jam, and I'm so curious of what he's working on right now. The Jern Jam is his jam that he's created. It's the second one. The theme is some assembly required. Thanks for the stream. Looking forward to Red Runners 2. Man, me too. Thanks for being awesome as always, bud. Let's go raid Irish John Games. And you want to give him a Twitch raid? We'll give him a Kickstarter raid again. Seems to be the hot thing to do right now. Grab that, toss it in his channel. Until then, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace out. Catch you later.